Uh, it's so weird when you don't stream for a while and then you start. Like for me, I don't know. It has been exactly 2 weeks since the stream, I think. Probably do like one game before I show off the thing that's like new instead of immediately. We'll see. Good morning, there, Seth. What's on? Also, because the thing that's new is kind of testing something at the same time. I feel like today I'm probably going to play like a more like laid back weapon that I don't really need to think about while playing. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, the rotations today are terrible. I think the next one's like Fort and Walleye TCA or something. Ah, look at all the meta. Hey, have fun with that. On to run over the wall. I was gonna say, that's not a good place to pick that up. I'm also gonna farm a missile and spawn. I think it's faster than trying to actually go help. Look at them go. Planking with the Jets Vulture. And they really didn't heal. Nope. Interesting. I trumpet. Like nothing happening, but this is the nature of playing something like Jets Vulture, I guess. I'm holding that doesn't really help them either, because I'm just getting passive special charge. Uh-oh. I was surprised we kind of just spawn locked them this whole game until like now. Like the comp looks so strong on paper. outside of like the random bucket, which would be like if it was like a soda or like a reg bucket. They're actually going that way. I'm gonna die to this. Why did my team all fight that immediately? That's like the meme, you try and force the fight on right when all you have to do is like sit back and hit R, but okay. That's what I expected to happen, honestly. Seeing Junior shot, zap, whatever it was. It was Gal, not shot, whatever. Man, this weapon's boring. I mean, it's Rainmaker, it's just like one misplay, it's just you lose. Aha, fuddy mode. So actually thinking about, I guess I'll move this here. I guess? Yeah, I'll move that there. Got blocked for top fragging with charge up the sploosh. Why would you get blocked? I forget, it was like 2 years ago or something by now. I was playing, I think, Aerospray in ranked. Someone came into the stream and was like mad that I was playing Aerospray. I'm like, would you rather me on Aerospray or just like getting some random like 1800 sploosh? Like, I don't know. Like, why so frustrated? You lost though. I mean, like, I guess, but like, I don't know. It's so lucky. Some people take it way too seriously. Also, chat, I suck at like, what's the word? I suck at like amping myself up for like anything, so like I have a thing to show. I was thinking like I'll throw a teaser on Twitter, and then I didn't do that. So we're gonna do this a different way. We're gonna... The PNG, right? Why is the preview like this? Oh, that's like massive, oh my god. Why is that so massive? I shrink that down. There you go. This isn't Toho 10 Mountain of Faith. No, it's not. Though that is a good game. You have a point. I've shrunken down the image. There you go. This is your teaser for like 5 seconds before I show the thing. Yeah, it me. I can put this away now, and I can do this. So it's like that. I need to... There's still a lot of things I don't know with it, but basically, yeah. That's the gist of it. I do not do cam, but we can have a PNG. Or multiple, even. Also, actually, you mentioned Mountain of Faith. Because Spot 3 finally has a release date, I think I have like a lot of... I'll have a lot more reason to stream other stuff in the coming months, I think. Whereas my controller, do you want me to slap a PNG on top of it? That's the controller, because I could do that. You want me to slap a PNG of the gaming chair behind it? Make it more realistic? Hi, and welcome to stream. and you screenshot the PNG, you could clip the stream. Think of how many PNGs that would be. Or I guess it wouldn't really be a PNG, that'd just be images. Many frames. Yeah, heck that guy in particular. The audacity. I thought my teammate would fight a bit sooner, but it's okay. Oh. That'd be at least 3 PNGs. Yeah, if I put a chair and a controller, that'd be crazy. But yeah, in terms of like size of it being on the screen and all that, I'm kind of just eyeballing it. I don't know if this is fine. As you saw, the default size was kind of massive, so I'm just like, I'll shrink it to a point where I think it's fine. I will say, one caveat about the program I'm using is that the way it works is like, there's a noise threshold for the mouth to open, but I don't think the program has a way to mute the mic, so say if I muted my mic, but I'm like doing something in the background, it would pick up, and I think that's funny. Yeah, I think the size is fine. But, you know, it just... I want input, I guess. Look at all these hitboxes. No, we are playing Mountain of Faith, see? The guy left is out of position, unless he's roleplaying. Will the rush with the world flank do something? There they go. They grabbed it and got 1 point. It is something. It did not clarify if it was a big something or a small something. Why does this weapon crossfire better than heavy? Why does this weapon crossfire better than heavy? Yeah, I noticed the one braid barely blocks the XP of the lobby, but honestly, like 90+% of the lobbies I'll ever find are going to be like 2200, let's be honest. Like, it's like such a standard thing for like a Western Splatoon streamer to like not comment on the lobby power unless it's like at least 2500 or it's really bad in like 2000. Everything else is just a mishmash in between that means like nothing. Good morning, Bouge. Why is it better than heavy? And we kind of didn't paint that at all. I know the carbon's still somewhere. Yeah, I think it becomes hard to see if it's like 22 something, but at that point, who cares? I don't really think people watching this stream in particular are going crazy over lobby powers. At least I don't think so. Thank you, Gal. I don't want to like peek this and have the carbon just vertical me, but... That's unfortunate. Gone crazy for VJet gameplay. Like, listen, what a combination of things. A, this is like a test stream. B, the rotation's horrible, so I don't even know what I would want to play. And yeah, I don't really have a C, that's just an A and a B. Dang. Latent. I mean, there's nothing stopping me. It's like there's nothing stopping the lead from being absolutely horrendous this game. Literally one. Or not literally one, like 4. It's 32 damage, but well no, it's probably fall off range, honestly. I was gonna say, there's carbon behind me. You'll live vicariously through the PNGTuber on your screen. Yes, this is me. Actually, the way I said it is that the one I'm using now is very, like, neutral face. I do have a smiley version, but I'll be honest, it's not really how I am. And, like, I feel like the neutral tone just comes off as sarcastic when I'm doing this. Like, I don't know. It doesn't feel right. I feel like neutral's just better. Waiting for good rotations to be invented. That involves inventing good maps. That's the first step. Then step 2 is actually saying to the player, hey, you can play good maps, because we'll put them on. It might be years before that technology is developed. Play Octobrush on Kelp, that sounds like I want to lose. Like, next rotation's awful too, look at this. Like, why? Oh, not that. Double tap. No, not that. Double tap. Why? Why would you do this? Do you want to play do you want people to play your game or no? Because this is telling me no. Play Toho 15 on Lunatic. I don't know if I feel like doing that right now. Play Xenoblade 3. That comes out in July. But on the topic of Xenoblade, I haven't streamed in 2 weeks. I'm trying to remember what has happened. I did finish Xenoblade 1 a few weeks ago. That was cool. I'd like to play 2 before 3 in July, because I could play 2 in the meantime, and then play 3 in July, and then we'll have Splatoon in September, and it'll be like, wow, cool. Nagami invented Moray and helped them to give players a better life game balance. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. You might be onto something. You spent the one good rotation today with 83. If you have fun. Nice Kerbo. Hi, Kiki. Yeah, this rotation sucks, the next rotation sucks. All these rotations suck. But, you know, I'm here. We're here. We're all here. For some reason. We're here just to suffer. Ah. That's the old donate, thingy from the spawn point event. I guess I never disabled it. Oop. Commands. Well, okay, I updated it, but still, it does the old one. Do I have my own donate thing? I think it's under the stream, I believe. I think somewhere in there, I know for sure. I'm gonna try again at the risk of spamming my own chat. Yeah, okay, now the command is poofed. It has been disabled. Bring back Urchin. Urchin's cool. Post-patch Urchin. Pre-patch Urchin, I was a casual and I played Turf War and I got spawn camped by like... I think I was a 52 because I was still new to the game and 96 wasn't out yet, but yeah, I just got mega spawn camped. It was not great, you can't find it. Okay, hold on. Let me witness my own channel here for a second. You click the panel that says supporting the stream because it's a hyperlink. That's what it is. Monkey Paw Virgin is back, but it's the old one. I don't want it then. Never mind. Somebody wanted tent. We will do tent. This is what we'll do. You're a moldy potato. I mean, it's still a potato. Also, in regards to the screen that I do for like waiting for the lobby, I didn't know what to do, so I just made it bigger. Because before, like 80% of the screen was basically that one meme. I find out. Where is it? I'm blind, I can't find it. It was this one, this was like 80% of the screen. Where I saw the notification pop up, but I don't. Where's the thing? Which as an not show up as a notification. Either way, thank you for the 333. A nice number, I appreciate it. That's 23, so yeah, no, you can see the last four numbers. You're never gonna find a lobby where that's different unless it's like under 2,000. It's fine. Who paired me with all the baby guns? My whole team is baby gun. I'm like mid-range. Yes, go my rat children. Go. Yeah, I don't think I've played 10th in like almost a month. Ow. Great work. Now pick up the fish. I wanted my ink back, but okay. Oh yeah, I have QR. Ow. Yeah, I saw it was a donation, but it doesn't pop up in my notifications on Twitch for some reason, but I did see, like, 90% of it under the name Fan of Keen. Oh, my rat. Yes, good. I feel like at this point I just affectionately call every, like, baby gun in this game a rat. Oh, you can... Oh, okay. I never really considered that, like, whole thing as a piece of stage for 10 shield, but who plays Moray? I'm here for the wall shenanigans. I'm so good at this game. Wow. Ow. Great work, Apple. Ooh, we'll drop next. I should be up there helping people, but... kinda funnier. Oh, I didn't get that? Huh. Alting. Can we talk about how you can get 7 without actually hitting the floor? What a well-designed map. How'd I get 7? Like, actually. Ow. What a goofy map. Yeah, I don't know why there's so many baby weapons. Can you have your points back that I took with VJet yesterday? Maybe. I don't remember. I was kind of just doing that and AFKing with Jet for a bit and solo yesterday trying to test this. Oh yeah, 0 points. So cool. Whoa. 0 points make me so happy. So happy. Doesn't it make you happy, chat? I know, I love it. Okay, this is enough of over-the-top friendly. Octobrush, I can try. Yeah, one day I'll make a proper screen for this. One day. AKA if someone gives me an idea, or if I have an idea. Because I totally have the means, but I don't know. Our puppy gun. Don't have OS. Oh, I hit a player, not the sprinkler. I was just like, that should be broken. What? Okay. I'm more surprised they killed me and not my teammate. Yeah, I'm dropping into a hammer. What about it? Almost. And my aim right now is kind of horrendous. That's very bad. Okay. Yeah, I kind of can't help with that. Huh. I mean, we have tools. We have Rain and Rain and Build. Random drop roller. On that weapon, okay. I missed the third shot. What I get for picking, not even picking. What I get for not playing Tent for like a month. The past 2 weeks I've just been dying to schoolwork. Wait, okay, good this way. That's X. Or there's a shield right here. Oh my god. I mean, it worked. It was not pretty, but it worked. That was a mess of a game. If I... words. You can tell me what variant of Octobrush. I just hope it's more rare. That's all I wish. Because I feel like if I'm not picking Inkjet on Kelp, it's just suffering. I really have 500,000 on Hero Brush from like 2017. That's crazy. You like it, I also like it, even though I don't know what we're referring to. I don't even have a sticker on this one. Or stamp. That camera's the funniest one. Yeah, we'll try Hammer, I guess. I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this came out. For sure. It's also kind of cool because it always... I don't know, I can't see myself streaming with camera. Because I feel like it just make me awkward and like I'm not really for it. I feel like this is like a comfier mid-ground. Why? Why? Why can't it be more the absolute state of rotations that I'm saying I want more Okay, Blob, what is this? What? How? Why? You didn't have to drop either. At least I can pretend I'm ink efficient for the next, like, 5 minutes. That sucks. Was that an umbrella with a tongue? Yeah. That would be correct. Because I feel like the only option I have with K-Brush right now is like I have to get a multi-kill with Hammer to do anything on this map. You're out of position, so I don't care about you anymore. And it's trying so hard for fall off. No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the K-Pro is the same 52 deco I had earlier, so the classic I switch weapon but not build, never tenacity, hee. My Copium is LDE. Like, I just have no means to approach with this weapon on this map. If I had jetpack for the wall, it would be fine, but not great. Aw. Pain. Ah, you're good. I need Moray for this weapon. Or Inkjet for this map. I think we were like close to setting up at the end, but the rain didn't go. Yeah, my team didn't do too hot either. This does not instill confidence. Do I have quad fours at least? Damn. Only triples. Shame. Might be a hero brush rotation. It's a thing where jetpack's better on Kelp, but I'd rather have Beacon or Hammer on Moray. I don't really like Inkjet on Moray. At least I got to play with LDA for a while. The hello only kill. Bro, we're... I'm asking for more right here. Make me fight double missile with this thing. Triple missile with this thing. Trying to have fun. Why are you going that way? Why? Your whole team is right. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna ask very nicely. Can I please have Moray Tower? This is not something you'll catch me saying ever. Today, I ask. I got plus 0, maybe we did get 444.4. That's actually very possible. Please? This game bad. I didn't want 0.7. Did you know you can press X to view your map? This is helpful to see where your enemy team is and your teammates. Wow. Okay, for the bit I did play last night, I played Sorella in zones for a bit. There was a moment on Wahoo where I got like a really weak hit on someone. I jumped off plat and I opened the map and saw where they were and got like the perfect max damage like as I fell, and they were probably like, how the heck did you do that? Funny. I was actually thinking today, like, man, I'm happy with the PNG. I'm in a good mood. Maybe I'll play Brella. And then there's these maps. And now I'm just cope. It really just doesn't want to give you the map that you want, regardless of what it is. Please. Or is also more like fun in like a dumb way. This guy behind, I'm just gonna curry it. I had a triple burst build. It sounded like 3 bursts. I think it was 2 flares, yeah. The PNG will ease the pain. Yeah. Maybe. Possibly. Actually, I could have killed the one player. Yeah, no, if I have no paint, then don't expect me to do anything this game, oh no. The sea of turquoise in the middle of the map has made it a 4v3 until it is painted. Oh, he mad. Oh. I was hoping they would splash down to feel cool, because it's like, you're ungrading, I'm gonna kill you, and then I would hammer them. That's how it played out in my head, and it didn't work that way. Quite disappointed. That's a splashdown, don't. That paint appeared before they landed. Got some questionable internet. This is one of those games where we're technically winning, but it feels like we're losing horribly. Or it feels like I'm losing horribly. Ow. I was gonna say, that's a pretty good shot, but they have Haunt. Never mind. I would like Paint. I'm gonna drop, I don't care, I just can't let them go that way. That's pretty good. The dude stuck his toe outside of spawn and I said, you will die for this. Actually stuck his toe half an inch too far. Oh, also, I stopped being lazy, and I did the thing where I set up replay a buffer in OBS so I can actually hit a hotkey now if I have that up, and it'll give me the clip instead of me forgetting like 5 hours later and being like, what did I want to clip earlier? That's cool. So now you two, at the press of a key on your keyboard, can have a clip and a file of the E-Leader dying inside of spawn. Technology's amazing. Alright, so surely now that I've deleted the E-Leader, we can go to Moray, right? You heard that after you clip manually. Well, I appreciate it all the same. Also, yours might be, like, cleaner because of the way I set it, is it just saves, like, the past, like, 30 seconds if I hit the key. I'm really surprised they killed them. I just did it for, like, the threat of, like, no, you're not allowed to step forward here, and then they stepped forward and died. Now that we got Moray, I'm gonna flub horrendously. Am I a motion control player or a sticks player? I am a motion player. As you can see, I am doing this. It is definitely motion. And I would recommend. Ow. Alright, drop. Drop, I saw you throw the torpedo. Yeah. Ow. Why'd I go that way when the wall was painted? That's what I want to know. Alright, well, goodbye, team. I'm gonna paint this wall, it's very important. You'll see in like 5 minutes. I guess more like 3. Jump scare. Oh! Oh! Oh, I did not, okay. I did not have the expectation of actually hitting that. Oh, you're so mad if you died to that. I think I actually just gave that person a scare of their life. If you imagine just dropping on Moray and then there's just a hammer at that angle. That is actually amazing. I'm I'm stunned. That Max Max, I think it might be. In which case... I'm expecting my charger to get bullied. You're welcome. I wanted to run that the other way just to stall, but I needed to like flick twice to paint my feet. I'm shocked I didn't trade the Luna. They failed the splashdown kill. Uh-oh. Also, I'm just gonna drop zone here. Yeah, I think we lose. I'm shocked I didn't lose there. Do I think we win these? I don't think so. But we'll try. Really? Huh. Yeah, I don't see how we push up with a splashdown and a K charger. Oh. Well, their team's out of position, honestly. They might have... I don't know. I died on the sprinkler. Okay. Oh, wait, hold up, wait. Oh. Nah, it's the K charger. Oh. Oh, the fuzzy didn't kill him. Yeah, I think that was our one chance, because none of them were paying attention, and we missed it. It was most unfortunate. Dang. I would have liked to gotten the kill on that. It would have been funny. Just like breaking the baller midair with hammer. I feel like you don't see that. Also, I think I... Thank you. Yeah, I don't see how I'm not gonna sound 30 seconds. Yeah. That's not... That's not very realistic. Hey, Charger. That's a lot of points for what that was. Not that it matters, because it's end of the month and I don't care, but... Like, I'm surprised it's that much. Like, that's a one-sided game. I think I've had my fill of Octobrush. I don't think I peak harder than the two hammer throws I got, honestly. Uh... Man. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Also, it took me a hot minute to even find that, that emote specifically. A really good one. I think we've gone down since the beginning of the rotation. I think. I have a water bottle beer, good. Remember like 6 months ago when I said, yeah, well, I'll have a stream where channel points will be like the thing where you redeem being like play X. I kinda haven't done that. I feel like doing one of those soon might be a good idea. especially since like S3 is around the corner. Like it's a good time to kind of goof off and be stupid. Or I guess stupider than usual. These games have been very dumb. I like the good kind of dumb, not the bad kind of dumb. Or you really made me fight Bamboo the second I pull out this weapon. And you give me a V-brush, oh no. And they get armor missile, oh no. Not like this. Not mean to fall there, I'm probably gonna die now. Why would you pick that up? I have a bad feeling about this game already. I stalled the way I could. I'll pick it up. That guy fell off. I say I'm surprised if you don't kill that blob. Bro, where's your team? Where's your team? What? You can't let me waltz in and do this. Why? Like, nobody? There was the one guy that was there. No one else was in position for that, I guess. Somehow. That's whack, I don't know what that was. It's on Zero Brawl and in the last patch. It's like the worst kind of good because it's still like, you can play it and it can work, but it's so much work compared to just like picking a top tier that's easy. It can shut it down because your comp just has like 2 suctions. Like, it's supposed to be like the shooter answer, but then 2 of the most meta shooters in the game have suction. Which kind of got overtuned damage anyway. Because I remember that patch where they buffed the suction damage, I'm like, that's really bad for Brawl. And they kept buffing shooters. Like, this is, kinda awful. He's so weak. Where's the crossfire? Oh my goodness. If the shot just threw a burst bomb instead of tunneling on the Rainmaker, we would have killed, like, everyone. Why are you standing so close? You wasted your suction, still try to fight, that's wrong. That is incorrect. You have a shield, why are you rolling in? People in this game. You only roll into the opponent when you have a shield in your long range. You can just do it safely. Nice. Love shooters. So cool. Or just shoot the baller. Why are you grabbing the deck? It's not a good idea. Also, they buffed the ink efficiency on K-Shot, which was a completely unnecessary buff. There's that too. Like, there was no world that needed to happen, but they did it anyway. How are we even winning this? This is so bad. Could be losing this in a second. Okay. Like, okay, what is the shot doing over here, dude? Oh my goodness. Okay, they wait. I'm grabbing this because I'm not letting the shot do that. Saying this, but you have to clear that. Like, yeah, the K-Shot charging around the corner, that's why I'm not going. It's like the worst kind of loss. Yeah, that was kind of unwinnable watching the way my spotter shot was playing that. Like, we genuinely could have just wiped them and gotten the push to like 20 in the beginning. If the shot had like any semblance of awareness that half their team is looking at me in the corner. But no. At times. Not really that sad, just annoying. You do the correct play, but no one follows it. Pain and suffering. Oh, I see the I see the V-Split game. No Saf. That's funny. Kind of amazing not dying. Like outside of like once with that thing. That could be the run speed roller. And then. Yeah. Yep. I definitely hit B, but okay. I don't care, an undercover, I literally doesn't matter. Do not pick undercover, especially in a mode like Rainmaker. Whoa. Also, next rotation's so bad, part of me wants to go undercover. Because I have managed to hit 1,000,000 on every Brella except undercover Sorella at this point. While Baller and TC's an awful idea, I don't think any weapon they play outside of like K-Gal or K-Shot is going to make next rotation bearable in the slightest. Does that be poor TC and Walleye TC? Like, no. I kind of rather goof off. Nah, I already have 1,000,000 on Vunder, so I don't really have a reason to at the moment. But no one hit that, really. I have a Clash on my team and we let them do this. Good way. Dapple's Bomb Rush was not even worth popping up. Oh, okay, didn't see them swim up at all, but okay. The shooter player's ego they just have to fight things that they have no reason to. Ow. Thought I timed that right, I guess not. Auto bomb underrated. It's just not like the same tier as like other bombs. It's not bad, but it's not really like meta weapons that have it. It's a case of like why. Seriously, bro, like, why? Why do you fight that? I meant to drop from the grating and roll that bomb, and I did not. My bad. Guess I know there's a shooter. I actually jump out though, so that's cool. There's one. Before they die. No, that's reserved for the people who play like K-Shot and complain about the K-Cal matchup. I'm just like, you need to stop talking. That sucks. Better if you complain when you're an NZAP or something, or like a junior, like I don't want to hear it. And Grace with like everything you can possibly imagine. Especially Shot, because Shot didn't need any buffs, and they gave it two pretty significant ones. And a damage buff and like an efficiency buff, like you have no right. Just gotta sit and spawn with Bomb Rush, honestly. It's not really a reason to commit here. Now you're out of position with that, so like have fun, I guess. Like, I don't know, the bouncing toward like the last year of this game got like so bad so fast. Like imagine actually looking at K-Shot and being like, Japan's not using it, so it must be bad. And giving it like two significant buffs, meanwhile like low tiers just go completely ignored. Ah, they could. I don't really think it'd be out of place. Yes, rotation's kinda... Yikes. Someone playing Brawl in the year 2022, yeah, it's me, and I try, but it's tiring. Alright. You have 1,000,000 on this, this. Not this, this. You have 900k exactly. So that's our goal. Hello, Jajirelzy. Haven't caught a stream in a while. I haven't streamed in 2 weeks, to be fair, because I've been inundated with schoolwork. But I should basically be free from that, so there should be more streams now. Be it Splatoon or other things such as Touhou 10 Mountain of Faith, which Ice Cactus really wants and I think is fair. You like the art? I'm glad. I also like it a lot. Today we play Thunder. This is our goal. Apparently, bro will let you block shots more consistently in 3. Honestly, that stuff's annoying, but I feel like what pushes it over the edge for me, like in the current state, is that they like overtune stuff like K-Shot and like NZAP and like Junior to be like on a whole entire different level than a lot of other weapons. Like I can take like an efficiency nerf or something, but like give me a damage nerf, an efficiency nerf, like 3 times, a 200 special, and my weapon's hard to play, and it's bad in this netcode. But like meanwhile, like you could just play K-Shot on like 99.99999% of map modes and be fine. Like that's kind of dumb to me. It's also an easy weapon to play. Like literally anyone can play K-Shot. Like I'm not even a shooter player, and I picked it as a pocket, and we almost like we go to game 5 against FP1, and I'm not even a shooter player. I'm just like, this game is like not web balanced at all. I literally say I want to play K-Shot just to see how easy it is, and like you win a weekly with it instantly. It's just like, bro. And like I don't feel anything when I win with K-Shot. I'm just like I'm playing an S tier weapon. I know why it's S tier. Like no satisfaction playing it. And again, it kind of goes against like the Splatoon thing for like shooters to just be like the meta, right? Like this game's interesting because of like the variety of weapons, and then it's just like now you watch competitive, it's just 8 shooters in the lobby. I'm like, bro, this is boring. Like I want to see cool stuff that like other games don't have an equivalent to, like Rapid Bucket, or, like 10th Explo. Like that's what makes the game fun to me. I don't know, that's like totally lost now, meta-wise. Then you can like try it, but you're working so much harder when you can just play quad shooter and just be fine on 99% of maps. This is goofy. Like realistically, if I wanted to like be serious and win, I would probably just like seriously play 52 because it's just an easier like similar playstyle to Brawl. It's just like I have no desire to. Like I played it casually on stream. It's like you hit stuff like 26 and solo easily just because it just plays the game for you once you know the flow. But I don't know. No satisfaction. There's no like ooh. It's not the same as hitting like one burst like in CQC with Tent and feeling like good. Like, I get none of that playing shooter. Like I'm not saying shooter should be unviable. Like I'm fine if it's like high tier. Like I feel like it shouldn't be like the crux of the game. That like your backbone comps. Like the backbone of like 99% of Splatoon comps is a combination of like NZAP plus K-Shot or Junior plus K-Shot. Like kind of comps. Oh. Yeah, no, I feel like next game will still maintain the idea of like they're not gonna cut any shooters. But like that's not even like inherently the problem. Like the way they distribute kits is also super skewed because they give shooters like these S tier kits. And then it's just like, I want to play not shooter, but then your kit options kind of all blow except like one. Or like, it's like Brawl's kit is like okay on paper, but like, like Armor Missile is just like another tier of good compared to every other special in this game. And you look at the options for those, and it's just like, the best options for those are also shooters. Like, no one in their right mind is playing Gold Dynamo to win at like a high level. Like, it has the junior kit, but that does not matter. I don't know. I think they just shouldn't be afraid to let non-shooter weapons be strong. Like, I don't know, the triangle, not really triangle, but like the weapon matchup chart thingy that like it felt like it used to exist in this game doesn't really feel like it applies anymore. Of like, a blaster is good, or like post patches like Charger and Blaster are good against Brawla. Brawla's good against Shooter. Shooter's good against stuff like Blaster. And it's just, that feels like totally disconnected from what it plays like now. Where it's just like, yeah, Brawla should win on paper, but like, good luck dealing with LDE suctions. An armor missile output that's way higher than yours, and paint output that's way higher than yours, and frame data that's better than yours. I don't know, I just want to feel passionate about the game again, like comp-wise. I don't agree, but okay. Like, I don't know, even when we won Game 5 against FT1 like last year in the One Nintendo tournament, I'm just like, I didn't feel anything, I'm just playing Keisha, I'm like, this isn't the weapon I like. It's just meta. Not really fun, I feel like I'm just abusing like the S tier weapon to like, you know, like, stand my like, not ground, but like, I don't know, like, I'm winning with an option that's strong, but I don't feel anything for it. Oh. Nah, I think Shooter's just overtuned, is the thing. Like, again, I don't think that, like, I don't want Shooter to be, like, bad, but I don't want, like, the game to just all be Shooter. Because they, like, nerf, like, every other option that isn't one. Like, there needs to be, like, a healthier balance. Yeah, the Octobrush was there. It's, like, weird to me, too, because I feel like there were a lot of metas that people complained about in this game that I thought were genuinely fun, even if they were, like, a little bit, like, busted. Like, I don't know, I think this endgame meta is, like, one of the worst I've seen. Like, I don't know, any meta where VJet is seeing play is just, like, no. One of the least interactive weapons in this game in existence. Like, VJet might be, like, the least satisfying weapon in this entire game. I haven't seen a Booyah from the heaviest, so this doesn't really... not looking great. Our team has no armor in TC, so therefore wrong. Yeah, like Double Ink Jet. I think Double Ink Jet was fine. I like ballpoint meta after they nerfed the 3-shot to not exist. I thought that was like one of my favorites, if not my favorite meta. Because I felt like there were really no like viable beacon weapons for like the longest time, and then like ballpoint came out. Like after they like, you know, toned it down a bit, I'm like, damn, this is cool. You get like so much momentum in your backline. It's like cross-firing, and they also don't, you know, instantly lose the second they get pushed on because the short range is good. But, like then they do stuff like they nerf the range and stuff, and it's just like, bro, you do it. Like the weapon was already like decreasing in usage because you nerfed it like 6 times already. And then you look at like the new like meta like anchor weapon, and it's just like they give Siege at like +10 Stinger. I'm like, bro, that's not a nerf at all. Like that's like I feel like I heard this analogy from someone like forever ago, where it's just like it's like having a horrible day at work and someone gives you like a lollipop and they're like that helps, and it's just like I guess, but like it doesn't fix like any actual problem here. You said you do this and now you say, oh, it's nerfed to make me feel better, but like it doesn't like it may as well not have happened. Those 10 points change nothing about why that weapon's good. I don't know, I feel like they were just done with balancing by the last year. Like I feel like they had like a B team working on the balance team for like the later patches, which is why they kind of seem more like dubious. Because they probably had more people working on the sequel. It's like, this will help you feel better, we nerfed it. I'm like, no, you really didn't. At all. Like, oh, we nerfed K-Gal. It's like, okay, how'd you nerf it? It paints marginally less. And it has 10 more special. But it still has every single strength it used to have. Hmm. I don't know. Kinda silly. Hello, welcome to stream. Yeah, no, I've said this when I'm talking with people lately, but I feel like give it like a couple years, I feel like Splatoon 2 is gonna be like the awkward middle child that people just want to forget about, where like they had their fun times with it, but like the end game state is just like, it's just not. It's like, I'd rather they have stopped patching like over a year ago if I knew that this is what the end meta would look like. I'm not even gonna approach that angle, I have no damage against that. Because it feels like all my favorite things that got added to Splatoon 2, like, feel super subdued. You know what I mean? Like, I love Expo, I love, like, Ent and, like, Brella. But I feel like those things, like, don't sit at the forefront at all anymore, so, like, the reasons why I like the game have just, like, been vanishing. Yeah. And, you know, like, I'm not asking for my favorite weapon to be, like, S tier by any means. I just want, like, a healthier balance where it feels like I can, like, not have to bot NSAP or K-Shot to feel like I have an impact when I'm playing with people. Like, I know a ton of people that are, like, going through that at the I don't know how you pop that, because I definitely deflated that with a bomb, but okay. But, like, I know people who, they'll be like, I main this weapon, but, like, they want to play in a pickup. So they're like, I can't play my weapon because it's really specific and I need, like, you know, like, armor or, like, missile support to, like, make it work. So then it's just like, I'll pocket and zap or K-shot, and like that applies to like 90% of people who play comp. You literally have like people that mained Anchor for like 4 years being like, I'm playing and zap K-shot now. It's just like, where did the personality go on weapon picks? I definitely have my shield up, but okay. And like, I'm not even excluded to that, like literally, I'm just like, oh, I'll pocket those weapons too, because clearly the devs have no idea that those weapons are like too good relative to everything else. And even like years ago, I used to meme like people like saying like, people would like ping, or like in a scrim they'd be like +1 support, and it's just like, that's not, they may as well just say armor because that's what they want. The support options in this game are so lacking of like viable ones. I need help moving up really bad this game. And like, I don't know, I've experienced that too, where it's like I want to play in a pickup, and it'll be like I want to play 10, but like if people don't know how to play around 10, it feels like garbage, so I'm like, okay, I'll just go bot junior or something. I feel like I'm fighting everything I'm supposed to, it's just no one there. But yeah, I don't know, like, give it a few months, hopefully it'll get better in the next game. No, I left the plus server months ago, I hate it there. Like, I was getting nothing, I literally just hadn't used the server in like a year, I'm just like, there's nothing to gain here. Time to die. I don't know, like, day one Splatoon 3, there could be, like, something really broken, like, akin to, like, day one Try or, like, Stingray M4, I just want something different. I feel like this game has stagnated so horribly because of, like, all the aforementioned stuff. Like, it really feels like everybody plays NZAP or K-Shot at this point. And if they don't, then they're surrounded by people who play them. You know, in the sense of, like, if you're trying to win, like, at like a comp level, then it feels that way. Even, like, casually, like, this affects, like, casual level of play, too, because, like, you'll walk into, like, lobbies and it'll be, like, filled to the brim with shooters. Which is, like, it's always been that way anyway, but I think it gets worse when your strongest weapons are all shooters. Outside of, like, one or two things. Yeah, okay, well, the thing I'm looking forward to in S3 is removing Armor Missile, because those are, like, universal buttons that you get reward for, like, painting literal corners that are irrelevant. So what I want in Splatoon 3 is I want universal specials out the window. Like, if Vacuum is, like, a support special, then, like, you have to actually be with your team to help them. You can't just paint a corner, click armor, and watch your team get kills. That's, like, one of my, like, most hated things about Splatoon 2 is, like, air quotation support players have no idea how to play the game because they're just farming a special. And, like, I've seen this, like, I've seen people be like, oh, like, can you spec or scrim or whatever? I'm, like, watching the NZAP play, and I'm like, bro, this person has zero idea how the hell to play in a team. Like, they're literally just playing NZAP, and they happen to pop armor, which leads to multi-kill sometimes. But, like, the second that you actually need, like, teamwork, this person has no idea what's happening. But, like, the game rewards it so heavily that, like, I guess people just don't notice this sometimes. Like, I really think a lot of people who think they know how to play the game really will realize they don't in Splatoon 3. Because if your entire game plan is farming like 2 S tier specials, like, you really don't know what's happening. I say, like, where is the team? Well, that was one of the saddest deaths possible. The times you get asked to swap over to armor. No, that's the thing, like, people always say they want certain things, like, in Pecos, but, like, realistically, they want, like, it feels like they always want, like, armor or missile, because a lot of people literally don't know how to play the game otherwise, and, like, I don't blame them because they're so, like, overtuned compared to every other special. Especially because, like, armor's, like, the kind of special, like, at lower levels of play is even stronger than it is, I feel like. It's like, people don't respect anything, they just fight everything. Like, it feels like the thing that's, like, way stronger than it should be for, like, a multitude of reasons. And again, like, that wouldn't be so inherently bad if the options were good, but the options kind of suck. Like, you have to play Junior Zap, or, like, be, like, godlike with H3 every other option, like, is, like, multiple tiers lower in viability. Because no one's picking Kunder to win anymore, no one's picking Dynamo to win, like, ever. Like, Rapid doesn't farm armor or paint, or, like, a lot of the armors, like, may not have lethals. Should I pop Waller sooner? Good enough. Should your 52 be dying 12 times now? Because even, like, end of S1, people were complaining, like, oh, armor Kraken's so stupid, or I'm confusing my gifts. People are like, Bubbler Kraken is so dumb, you're invincible, like, immediately, that's so dumb, and then it's just like, you have to stand next to your teammates to give them the Bubbler. That requires, like, more thought process than Splatoon 2 special, like, just because Splatoon 2 is newer doesn't mean I want to put it on the pedestal of, like, oh, this is so much better design. It's like, no, Bubbler's better designed than armor by far. Like, yeah, it shouldn't be, like, a frame, like, one invincible, sure. But, like, the rest of the special is actually designed way better. Like, that's the thing, if the support specials in Splatoon 3 are, like, the bubble thingy, like, the barrier, the vacuum, like, those are good support specials because you actually need to play with your team to get mileage. Why is App considered better than H3? Because it's more self-sufficient and doesn't just die randomly. H3's frame data is really bad. So it's super susceptible to getting overwhelmed by multiple people. Like, H3 is physically incapable of winning, like, a fight against, like, 2 players at once, if they know what they're doing. And, like, you know, you might just paint and get, like, a spot bomb rolled at your feet. The armor output's way lower because it's 220. If you want a 2-shot, you have no build. Like, Zap is just, it does, like, everything. Like, Zap can hold forward and get multi-kills. H3, like, cannot hold forward in, like, the same capacity. Also middleweight, like, lightweight's broken in this game, like, super broken. Like, trying to, like, kill a smart junior in this game is, like, actually, like, obscene. Like, H3's still good, but you need to be, like, ridiculously good with it to justify it. Like, I still think H3 is super strong, but it's more difficult to play and there's easier options, and most people just default to Zap. I want to go back to the Splatoon one day where Zap is just like a casual bait weapon. I don't want Zap to be good in 3 at all. That Zap is lightweight and Mini isn't. Yeah. I feel like Mini might get it next game. I feel like the devs are just afraid because there was like a 3-period month where people were playing V Mini. And then they're like, nah. Hit it with the 210 missile and the ink efficiency nerf, which is like fine. It's still a good weapon. It has all the same strengths. It's like okay nerfs. But, like, I don't know, people just want to pick the easier options that are like more efficient. Yeah, I'm not a fan of lightweight, honestly. On top of like all the shooter frame data stuff, like it feels like egregious how mobile a weapon like Sploosh is compared to like Dynamo. Like, I don't think they'll do it next game, I really don't, but I honestly want them to axe heavyweight. I don't think heavyweight has a purpose in this game anymore. Heavyweight was added in Splatoon 1 as a means to balance like an overtuned weapon like Dynamo, but like, it doesn't need to exist anymore. Because Dynamo's like a lower bottom tier in this game. Hydra's not particularly strong either in a game inundated with missile. Expo's strong, but like, you know, like it doesn't need heavyweight, honestly. That man got checkmated. Yeah, like I think the only heavyweight should be Rainmaker movement penalty. I think heavyweight outside of that needs to go. Like, Tent's a strong weapon too, but like it just makes like more... It just creates like a bigger gap in terms of, you know, how like good lightweights are compared to like heavyweight weapons in this game. Yeah, maybe I should have suicided that. They're gonna be like, heavyweights can't do squid rolls and surge next game. It'll be like, you have more end lag, or it goes less it. Like, if they do that, that's so stupid. It feels like they don't even remember why they added heavyweight in the first place outside of, like, being a nerf. And, like, yeah, I get the thematic of a Dynamo is a big weapon, but, like, is that really necessary in this game with how bad Dynamo is? 'Cause I don't think so. I don't know. It's like, I feel like we're in, like, a fun phase in, like, the theory crafting sense, right? Because, like, it's a good time to think about, like, what you love about this game slash really don't like about this game, and it's just like, man, how could they change that next game? Like, I'm not expecting everything that, like, I want to get changed, obviously, but... I don't know, it's, like, a fun thought. But if there's a heavy crab tank, that'd suck. You don't want it anymore. Yeah, they'll give Expo crab as like the baller equivalent and make it specifically the only heavy crab. Just like baller. Guys get it? It's a Splatoon 2 reference. It's a reference to our awful balancing decision on baller. You get the reference? Ow. Heavy would have an Ink Strike launcher, because it seems from the trailer, the kits that we've seen, a lot of them seem to reflect their Splatoon 1 equivalent. Like, the 52 kit is just straight up the SV version of the vanilla 52 in 1. Like, it's literally just Wall Whale. So by that logic, the Heavy should have the Ink Strike looking one, as there was the one Heavy in Splatoon 1 with the wall and the Ink Strike, right? And then there was like Point Sensor Kraken, so there might be a Heavy with a crab, with like the new Point Sensor E looking sub. Also, Surrender is such like an autopilot, I'm like not thinking about what I'm doing at all. If you're wondering. Looking forward to the Ink Strike Neos wishes revert to their Splat 2's playstyle. That's one special I think looks cool, but I feel like I'd want the I think I might have the missile problem of like it has like no cooldown before charging another one if you just like spam the three ones you can throw. Because like in that trailer, like the bucket throws them and then it already has like half of another in the next like 10 seconds. Not even. Like that concerns me a little. It doesn't act as an echo too, so it's not as bad, but generally speaking, I want special output toned down a lot. That's what this game has come like down to. Like this game is heavily reliant on special output, and if your weapon doesn't have the pinnacle of special output in like option A and B, ink armor and missile, then like your weapon just is not on that same level at all. I think they have one or two more specials they haven't shown. Because we don't even know if they're bringing back the bomb launcher or not. I'd kind of be okay with it getting axed, honestly. Because it feels like a special that sort of occupies a lot of slots on potential kits for weapons. If you know what I mean. Like, they're like, oh, we have bomb launcher, so we need a splat bomb launcher, a suction launcher, a curling launcher, an auto bomb launcher. Like, it feels like it takes so many slots for specials. Because you get, like, suction launcher on, like, Red Dapple, and you're like, this makes no sense for this kind of weapon. I'd kind of be okay with it going. Also, because, like, I feel like it's just not the most interesting special outside of, like, Burst Rush on a weapon like Soda's really cool. And, like, we already saw the Reg Bucket kit is just Spot Bomb with the Ink Strike looking thing, so it feels like they just combined Soda with the regular bucket from S1. Because you take the Ink Strike from the default bucket in Splatoon 1, you give it the Spot Bomb from the Soda. That's, like, a really strong kit. I hope we see more kits like that. Like, I want weapons to have strong kits. I'm tired of, like, Scrimblow, Blimblow, the Sprinkler Charger. Like, stop making those, please. Don't need that. Yeah, like, I'd be okay with the launchers going, and they're kind of just, like, cheesy in a mode like Zones, I don't know. I'd be okay if they're not in. Give shooters the bad kits. They're allowed to have good kits, just make the main weapons that aren't shooters strong. Like, they used to have a lot stronger, like, non-shooter main weapons. Like, I feel like Brella's, like, 1.3 strength was, like, pretty close to what it should be after, like, a couple, like, nerfs. But, like, they kept nerfing it. So now it just feels, like, undertuned compared to, like, K-Shot, which got nothing but buffs the whole game. Like, the only nerf that, like, Splattershot as the main weapon had this whole game was, like, it had to deal with a 230 jetpack for, like, a year. Outside of that, I think it's been straight buffs on, like, frame data and, like, ink efficiency, damage, accuracy with main power. Yeah, okay, if you want to go the repent route, then I feel like the devs are gonna, like, really, they're gonna, like, take away, like, most buffs they gave 52, and they're gonna, like, hit Squeezer and, like, I don't think they would hurt Shot that much, but I feel like they'll just, like, undo buffs, I guess, and no main power makes it, like, less consistent. I don't know what they'll do. Yeah, no, like, Brawl's supposed to be the foil to the shooters. but like it doesn't work because suction is overtuned, and like my ink efficiency isn't good enough, and I can't stall at the level of like a K52. Like K52 has a better time like denying space from like a K-shot or zap than like a Brella does, because it's more immediately threatening. And the wall is less committal and less latency. Struggles. Like I feel like K-shot ends up kind of weapons sit at like the toppest of top tier in terms of like splashability, and you could just slap them in comps and it works. Like Keigal's like one tier under that, but Keigal is like the gatekeeper of like every like weapon without a bomb or no range. Auto loses to me or can't deal with me. Like the entire meta just feels defined by like shooters gatekeeping other weapons for like not having the same pace or just not the same strengths or not the same kits. And like Zap as a main weapon isn't even that good. It's just a lightweight shooter. Like that's when you know the power level's bad. I don't know, like I don't want them to like over nerf everything. I'm just saying like shooters are only allowed to be this strong if the other options also feel good. Like I don't care if you make like Slash meta again or whatever, but like I want Brella to like actually have like a winning matchup against shooters not named Neo Splash. But okay, no, you definitely should have died Rapid. That was just... They didn't have time to get up the thing. They didn't on my screen. Like, am I crazy? I don't think they had time to move away from that. Also, our comp is horrendous. Like, 2 rollers on one team, this is awful. Especially against Rapid. Like, Rapid just sits on, like, a roll comp outside of the siege hit. At that point, Barbarella. I think lethals need to get nerfed next game, like, hard. I said this to a lot of people I know. The way I want them to nerf lethals is add white ink on lethals. Like, you know, like the white ink they added on curling that made it feel sucky? Like, that's what lethals deserve. Lethals should be, like, a way to, like, you know, poke people and, like, enhance your fighting ability. It should not be as spammy as it is at all. Because, like, LDE on suction weapons is, like, actually just, like, it feels like you're cheating in this game. Hi, Choco. Like, I think if they add white ink to lethals, the game would be a lot healthier, because if you're throwing your suction at a distance, it's just a temporary stall. You're not going to have another one immediately ready in, like, half a second with LDE. It's like they added white ink to Torpedo to, like, stop it from being spammed as much, so I'm like, why wouldn't you do the same to lethals? Like, it still retains all the strengths, and it's like, you can combo with them, but, like... I don't know. Like, that combined with LDE just feels like, it just feels like so much at once, like, it just... It's not even fair at that point, for weapons that don't have those options. Go, Stingray, go. It's literally one, this weapon does no damage. I like get help. You see how many people are here? Please? That was the... Okay, we're up here, even though half, like, no, 3 people on their team are over here, and we're here. Road flanking with Dynamos is, Cool. The only thing keeping wall in check is white ink. The problem with wall in this game is like K52 is like the only weapon with wall that has the ability to run up to someone and delete them in like a realistic fashion while being self-sufficient. Like if you look at every other wall weapon, they all play really slow, or they have like some drawback, or like a charge time, or bad frame data, or bad paint. Like 52 has none of that. I feel like the buffs they gave to wall where it's like, oh, you can replace it. I'm like, that's good. But then you like overtune 52 as a main weapon, like by buffing it 10 ways, and it's just like, this is too much at once. No, Suction TC is actually cheating in this game. There's a reason like K-Shot ends up is on like 90% of winning TC comps. It's actually cheating. Yeah, like Autobomb has winning too, but at least they like reduce the like cost to throw it by a lot, so that's good. Yeah, I think Lethal's having more like actual white ink would be a really good change for this game. Because like you could still do all the same stuff where it's like you combo with K-Pro, right? Like it's think like the torpedo nerf. Like it just discourages playing and hitting the R button and not doing anything following. Because it adds more downtime before you can like get ink back. Like if you're like playing like torpedo like Crapid, that change doesn't really affect you because like Crapid actually fights with torpedo. But like if you're just spamming torpedo on like Kunder, you really notice it. Like either way, I think it'd be a good change. I doubt they'll do it, but I feel like the game would be healthier. And honestly, take back the increased suction damage or like make it a mid ground. Cause like what is it now? It's like 220. Isn't Spot Bomb like 150? Or is it 180? It might be 180. Like that's 220. Yeah, that's 180. Like you could have made it like 200. I think 220 is like a bit overkill. Like it's cool like for fighting wall weapons, but like that wouldn't really be a problem if 52 wasn't like as good as it is. And like Rapid Pro Deco is like okay. Like I don't know, I think that weapon has like a defined set of weaknesses. I'm running that. Yeah, like let's look at the wall weapons. Like you have Gal is like inconsistent, doesn't like have an actual special, so like that's just that weighs it down. It doesn't have like the efficiency or mobility of 52. This weapon like doesn't auto delete people, doesn't have good efficiency or paint. But this weapon like probably the next closest thing, but like Hammer's like not like comparable to like the level of like stall you have with the K52 kit. Harry's a meme in this game. Beezer is just play C-Jet. This one's just awkward and weird. Like Charger doesn't really like do that. I don't know. Blob and then Glugo. I don't know, 52 just feels egregious in so many ways. Yeah, today's okay. What was the thought process behind 180 sections, by the way? I get the intent of the buff because they're like, it's a slower lethal bomb than Spot Bomb, and you can't roll it at your feet, so let's give it like higher damage output to compensate the explosion time. But then like Suction becomes like so ridiculously like good at shredding things with OS, it's like comical. Like OS Suction Bomb versus Baller is like the special doesn't exist anymore at all. Yeah, Firefin with wall is cool. But, like 220 on Firefin, like only like the highest level of Charger can like make Firefin really work. Yeah, like Kits have a problem in this game really badly with that. But again, like from the initial Splatoon 3 trailer, the kits they showed feel more coherent, I guess. I don't really know if Point Sensor works with Pro, it depends if it does damage. Like that reworked one. If it does damage, that's really good actually. Because it'll be like a variant of a way to combo. Because Pro's base damage is like 40 something, so that'd be really cool if it does. Like I kinda hope it does, because that would actually be fun playing like a Pro with like a cheaper cheaper chip damage, like non-lethal thing. And like Crab, like I think that's a good idea. Question is how much? Even if it's like 40 or like 30, that combos with Pro. And like you can throw 2 in 1 ink tank, so that gives you like more like leeway as well. That Hydra on my team with a Luna, I don't think this is gonna go very well. I kinda can't do anything in this position. I really don't think we have the means to move up this game. Looking at our comp, like Hydra Undercover. We made it work somehow. Oh. I think they kind of threw because the bucket decided to go for the haha world flank and then they just staggered really badly when all they had to do is like sit top and just throw hitboxes. Yeah, like as like a design, I don't like point sensor in this game, but if they reworked it that it has like some form of damage value, then like I think it becomes immediately more interesting on a ton of weapons. Like even like Squelchy, for instance, like let's say there's no main power next game, right? You're trying to replicate the vanilla Squelchy. You give it like the new sub equivalent of point sensor. So say its damage is like 28, and that like the weird like point sensor tripwire thing does like 30 to 40. Like you could still combo like a 3-shot with that, like akin to like 3-shotting with main power in this game. Like, you know, stuff like that is like cooler to think about than like you throw like sensor's just like really kind of boring. It's just like I see you, I guess. Not really anything more than that. Do it outside of like haha pushes back ball or like half a foot. Yeah, like it feels like a not like a tripwire, but like a hazard, I guess. I don't know. On paper, I feel like it's more interesting than point sensor is. Yeah, like if Machine had one, then like you could one-shot it direct with it if it does like 30 to 40, assuming it does damage after latching onto someone. But, you know, I might be big copium. Maybe they just decided to make point sensor a straight line and do nothing more. Yeah, I just want. I don't know. There's a lot I want to see next game, but you have to wait. Few months. Let's skip ahead to like September when the game is out. I'll do something fun. I don't know. And the content grind early for S3 is gonna be brutal. Like I'm gonna like want to put stuff out, but it's not like I want to like. There's like so many things to cover. Like where to even begin? Yeah, I don't know. Sensor feels redundant in a game with Torpedo and Autobomb, I agree. It's double charger comp. Okay, look at the enemy comp, look at my 52. Like, they literally just eat the whole thing alive outside of K-Shot. Like, bro. Kill me. actually massive, because now I can just stand here until they break my shield. Which apparently they were struggling to do really badly somehow. I feel like whatever that sub is, it's like the equivalent of Sensor, because they reworked Sensor like a bit going into 2, so it wouldn't surprise me to see them do it again. Just good, because I don't like Sensor in its current state. Yeah, I'm serious. You just got combo by undercover. What can I say? Looks like a throwing knife. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Someone said like a flashlight. Someone said a marker, like a literal marker. But, like, I don't know how they would explain it being like a literal straight line. Like, I don't know. Like, marker would make a good pun. I feel like it's a marker. Like, they've been posting, like, progressively on the account, finally, being about, like, oh, this is the gear, and this is this, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like they'll probably talk about it at some point on that, like, soon-ish. Because it was in the trailer, so... you can say. Ow. I feel you. Technically it's a series of PNGs, but yeah, practically, the hello. Also, even with with Autobomb and like Torpedo, even like Ink Mine marks people, like point sensor just like I don't know, I think it's a really good time to just like totally rework that from the ground up. Rella, if it worked as Nogami intended. That's what the devs think Brella does in the current patch. Yeah, this game's kind of been exactly as I expected, where they have no means to actually push the K-Gal out, and even like me as an undercover is just obnoxious, they can't like cleanly kill me. Remember Kunder meta? No. Yeah, I think Sensor has to be differentiated more, so I look forward to it, or like the prospect of it at least. It might still suck for all I know and just mark people in a different way in a straight line, which would be very boring, but again, can't really say. Have you seen any of the other explosive subs besides Splat Suction and Burst? Even, like, Burst we didn't even see in the Turf War trailer from last week. Like, none of the kits had Burst Bomb. So I assume, like, they're probably gonna throw a Burst Bomb on the... like, Splash Shot's gonna have one, that's a given. I feel like they could throw one on the bow. Let it combo, I feel like that'd be cool, because Mist plus the... The bow had, what was it, Mist plus... Was it Whale? Yeah, it was Mist plus Whale, and that's kind of a weird kit. Where I think the kit that they made on Bow is like them trying to make it deny space. Because, you know, like you shoot through projectile in the straight line, they land on the floor and explode at the end of it. You have sensor to dissuade people from going in certain way, or you have mist to dissuade people from going certain ways, and then you have whale to like flush people out. That's like the vibe I get from that bow kit. But like I need to know the damage values on the bow to understand like if that is like coherent at all. Because it might be like a VJet in 2017 thing where if the weapon does no damage, like there's no like fear factor of it killing you. I don't think they threw a mist in that trailer, but the icon looked like kind of like Disruptor, so I don't know if it's the same or not. The bow player never threw it. I mean, it confirms it's in the game, to some extent at least. And yeah, we saw the curling on the roller, which is cool. I just hope they unnerf it and like don't give it 10 million years of white ink. Because I promise you, you could remove all the white ink on Curling Bomb in current meta and it would not change a single damn thing. Like, I'd rather see like 3 curlings rolling around the floor than seeing like 3 suctions in my face. And I don't think that's exactly a weird opinion. I remember I had this really old clip on like pre-patch Shellendorf before they nerfed curling. I was fighting like 2 rollers and like a Zimmy or something, and they were well, no, it wasn't Zimmy. It was I forget what it might have been Emperor. Yeah, that's what it was. I just saw 3 curlings just being spammed across the zone. It was really funny. Like, I'd rather have that than like, you know, 2 suctions on each end of the zone and a junior just twiddling their thumbs on the control stick and the zone is capped. All I'm saying is if I buy Splatoon 3, I grind Turf for the first like 3 to 4 hours, and I buy Brella from Sheldon or whatever, and I go to it, and I have 15 shots and 81 damage, and I'm pissed. And sad, but mostly sad. I don't like that trade. That was a very sad trade. Yeah, it wasn't a good jump. Their comp's annoying. They have Galpal's Geisha, or not Gal, Wall L3, which is still pretty good on this map, honestly. Also, they did the glitch, didn't they? Yeah, that was the glitch. It's a pretty easy spot to do it. It is funny, though. I actually totally forgot about that until I saw that flying in my face. I'm like, oh yeah. I don't know why we're dropping into all this. I also fell by accident, so oops. I need paint like that. That's kind of hard when you're fighting 2 missiles. He already has another one? Special balance is so doomed in this game, dude. There's no patch that could fix the problem that is like spamming in this game. Alright, it is our turn to spam specials. Finally. Even though not I have a baller, it doesn't really mean anything. That is unfortunate. I really hope they get Burst Bomb to undercover next game. That's like one thing I super want. No, they did the glitch again, they're just fiending. Honestly, that angle is really good. Like, this map is all hallway, so that's not exactly surprising. I held forward because I see my teammate there, but clearly they're not shooting at them either. Like, why would I have an Octa-shot when you could just play K-shot and spam this many missiles? Madness. 23's still doable, but as I need them to jetpack, but I don't think that's the spot to do it, but okay. Frick, come on. Hey, please. Like, do I have a team? I clearly don't. Jesus, dude. Finally. That was a disaster. What was any of that? Well, it can't really be the one environment where you can get 80 damage on someone, they can drop zone you, and not a single soul in the world will help you. You got the hammer glitch on me, so if that's your end game, then good job. But I will gladly take the 30 points, I guess. That match felt hella one-sided. But then you wiped on Walleye, so then no one is safe. You want to play 10, but you don't know how. See, that's the point where I should, like, chill the YouTube and be like, check out there, but I don't have a single tent video, somehow. But I have an idea of what I want to do for a tent video, and now that I'm actually, like, basically done with the semester, I should be working on that in the coming weeks. That'll be fun. I guess keep an eye out and sub to the YouTube if you want to see the one tent video whenever that is done. Okay, I really have no tent videos. Crazy. Yeah, my semester is basically wrapping up. Also, making videos about Splat 3 is like actually broken. Like, the sub count is like half of the amount of people that like click like the Splatoon 3 ones. Like, the last one I uploaded, I recorded in like a minute at 5 AM while I was sleep deprived doing work for school. And I'm just like, okay, I see a thing, I'm gonna make a video and then have it set to like go up at 9 AM. And then it gets like 1K views, I'm like, bro, like I'll spend like an hour editing a video to get like half of that. Pain. You're graduating next month? Nice. That's like basically where I'm at, but like the whole timeline of like all that has been like super skewed for a multitude of reasons. I have a light Tetra with run speed. I have 2 armor weapons and we're dying. I need help. I'm fighting Q. Okay. Good lord, what is the Sensat build? Someone tell this person that LDE exists. I'm begging you. Like my team's just gonna get out mechanic by a shooter player this game. Seems like what's happening. Go bomb, do something. It did something. Yay, I love lethal bombs. They're so cool. The tower rotated, that got me killed. That sucks. He'd spent hours editing a montage with the clip where he took 2 seconds of footage gets all the attention. No, like, actually, though. Like, sleep deprived me hitting record and then uploading to YouTube instantly with, like, no editing. It's like 1K views, like, bro. iframe's working! iframes did something! In the current year! iframes are real! You're 1 HP, but I have no team. Bad. I have a run speed Tetra, yeah, this game's kind of doomed. Please help me. I'm crying. Yay! Help me, lethal bomb. Go, get a kill. Almost. He's no, I just needed 1 bullet on them. I'm sad. Hi Pichu, my character's super cute, thank you. It's kind of surreal having a character design and just being like, what if I try this? And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Ow. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh no, a sensor. Oh no. Oh, I mistimed the bomb. Almost definitely over here, yeah. This game's so doomed. This is like such a debate of like you get junior plus N-Zap and you're like, this shouldn't be that bad, and then it's just this is this. Because you have no actual aggro and you're playing a silly weapon. Never mind, it was too good. Iframe's actually working for 1 game is too many. Or for 1 instance. Ugh. The state is still super bad though, despite everything. It feels like we're getting spawn locked, but like nothing's actually happening. Yeah, this is good. Boy howdy, I wish my weapon did damage. I'm gonna be here to stall. I'm being annoying. Go team, go. Go team, go. This is so goofy. What a garbage map. What a terrible map. Got spawn locked for 5 minutes and we still win off of 1 push. Oh my goodness. You want to do something similar, but you'll wait? Yeah, that's fair. In my case, it's like my character design's an OC anyway, like I don't have like a default hairstyle, so... Oh wow. Big points. Telling you, undercover. What's the glitch with hammer I mentioned? I can literally show you. How did I become good at comp? That's a good question. I feel like if I were to boil down my comp experience, I was a casual in 1. I was pretty casual for like the first couple months in 2, but I knew stuff like Travis Broken just from observing. I didn't communicate with anyone in S1, I kind of just played the game and I was in my own little like space of existence where the only idea about what was good in the game was basically me playing the game and trying to understand what's good. And I felt like I had a pretty good idea despite being a casual. I'm like 96 Deco seems too strong, and then it got nerfed. I'm like, yeah, I have the idea. Like I thought CRB was good, all that stuff. Then like a few months into S2, I wanted to get in the comp. I want to say like I went to my first LAN in like 2017. Funnily, at my very first LAN, I played with Arashi. That's just how far back that goes, I guess. We played. He was cool. I think we played a couple other LANs after that. I met people at the LANs. I talked with people like Hitzel. Eventually, I started meeting and talking with other people. I played on KM for a while. Yeah, this was my first LAN. Yeah, I played at Komodo for a while. I had... What was the name of that team again? It was like me, Soldier, LSDJ, Hero. That was... Was it Optimal? I think it was called Optimal. It was only a few months, but that was neat. I got to know more people. I had DB a bit after that, but like at that point, like after I met Hetzel at the lands, like I ended up talking to people like that, in like that group more. So I actually started meeting people. I'd say yeah, I'd say like I started like probably getting better around like probably like the DB days is when I like really picked up, I guess. And that was like being thrown into the forefront against like a lot of stronger players. That was cool. And yeah, after DB and then we have TM now. So in terms of like how I got good, I think it's just like it's like miscellaneous experience that progressively got harder and harder. Like I feel like I like climbed the rungs of the ladder, I guess one could say. That's what got me into comp. Yeah, Hitzel's awesome. I love Hitzel. Uh, glitch. Hammer. Wait, why am I going in the firing range? I'm dumb. Oh my goodness. I'm showing it on the map. I'm so used to just like every time someone asks me like, Keen, can you show me a thing? My head just defaults to firing range. Amazing. Would you say it's being in the right places at the right times? Kinda. I forgot to actually check that. I'm so good at this. I'm so good. I'm such a good demonstrator. Okay, on the weapon. You go to the lobby. There you go. My head is frazzled trying to answer like this. And do this at the same time. Did my capture card just crash? Hello? Let me unplug this real quick. Capture card, you good? You good? There you go. Next up, the Proud. Gamer is experiencing technical difficulties. Please be patient. But yeah, I'd say it's like a mix of that and like, you know, like getting to know people and kind of like, you know, making friends and all that. Okay, so the hammer glitch on this map, basically, hammer has a glitch if you haven't seen it on Twitter like forever ago, where like in certain pieces of like stage geometry, like if you have like a right angle corner like this, a lot of them you can do hammer. Like if you throw it at like a low angle, you see out here like the marker disappears. It's because it goes through the wall. You see where that painted? That's what they did, and I was dropping out of spawn, so they killed me at this angle. Is what the glitch they did. It never got patched out. A pretty easy spot to do it. There's a ton of spots you can do, but some of them are more difficult than others. The practicality varies. Actually, let me BRB for like a minute. Be back. Okay. You know, actually, I totally blanked that today. uh, Today's actually not a day I would normally stream. I was so happened to be given the time, so actually I want to go raid someone. Today was fun though. We had some silly moments. I would say the basically test stream of this has gone well, so I'm happy. Let me see who is on. I see a dude. I see Brian. I see more. Yeah, alright, dude, I guess. Slash raid. That SLB2, dude. I'll be back tomorrow, probably. Tomorrow's like an actual stream day, but, you know, today was fun, even though it was like... Not that short, but I had fun. Hopefully you had fun too. Learned a thing or two. Well, dude, good morning. That is all I have for you. And have a good day.